All right, so now that the first video is complete and you've done all those steps, next thing we need to talk about is the nutrition side, so tracking your nutrition. So for the body weight scale, the way this is going to work is each morning you will immediately alleviate yourself, use the toilet, and then step on the scale. I want you to record the weight in MyFitnessPal, and I showed you how to do that in the MyFitnessPal tutorial. So you'll have it to fill out at the end of the week for your nutrition log. To reduce variables and get the most accurate results as possible, I want you to make sure that you are fully undressed and use the same scale every time. Also, make sure you're using a hard surface and use the same surface. For the food scale, you're going to be weighing out everything you eat from here on. It's easiest to use grams and ounces. They are more accurate than measuring cups, and it's a lot easier to create whatever serving size that you need. There is more on this in the video on the basics of the food scale, so make sure you watch that. It's often best to add your food to MyFitnessPal before you eat, so that way you can make sure what you're about to eat fits in with your day and it's on track with your goals. That way you know exactly how much you're weighing out beforehand. So for example, if you see you don't have any carbs left for dinner, maybe you should reduce your serving size for lunchtime. So record everything that you eat in MyFitnessPal. For the nutrition log, so I have some instructions down below the video on how to save this. So open the link for the nutrition log below and save it to your computer. Make sure you follow those instructions on saving it, because if you just start using it without saving your own copy, you're going to change the template. Create a file on your computer to keep these nutrition logs in. That's what I would suggest. I would go ahead and create a folder just for your the whole program in general, and then you can create a nutrition log subdivision, because I'm going to have some other things that you're probably going to want to save, like creating your perfect week. So once the log is complete for the week and you're ready to start logging for the next week, open up the previous week's log, click File, Save As, create a new name for the next week. So for example, week 2 log. Every Sunday night before midnight, you're going to be sending me the file via email. Make sure that you put your name, week, X, whatever week it is, on the nutrition log in the subject line of the email, so I know what it is that I'm getting. So your weekly nutrition goals are going to be sent to you by email every Monday morning. So that's why your nutrition log needs to be sent in to me before you go to bed on Sunday nights. Your weekly goals will consist of calories, fat, protein, carbs, and sometimes we'll have other goals like reading, liquid intakes, making new habits. We won't give you all the goals at one time, so I'm probably going to start you off with just a calorie goal, and then we'll start adding in some of the other macros and other goals along the way. So like I said, this program does build off of itself. Don't use the macro trackers or the built-in trackers on MyFitnessPal. These are based on averages, and nobody is average. So just don't ever use anything like that. They're awful. So once you are finished with this video and you've had your call with me, you can go ahead and start your week 0 on the first Monday following our call. We're always going to start everything on Mondays. So track everything, but make sure that you're not changing any of your habits. So the less you change, the more accurate it's going to be. If you're typically eating 4,000 calories a day and you start to change things during this initial tracking week and you're only eating on average 2,000 calories, the goals that I'm going to give you are going to be way off, and it's going to take us some more time to figure out what your maintenance calories actually are. So try your best to just go at it as if it's a normal week. So final steps in setting up a call. This is the very last step in the startup. I need you to fill out the nutrition agreement. It's in the link below. And once you are finished with that nutrition agreement and you've submitted it, send me a text and we will get on the call so we can get you started.